Grelo, a writer for Cosmo, is debating whether she should date a man who'd never had a girlfriend before. So is that a red flag if you start dating with someone who's never had? I think we should start with Arthur.
Listen,
have you had a girlfriend before?
I have had a girlfriend before. Yeah, I've had a girlfriend before. And here's the thing: I don't think the little or no relationship experience is a red flag in itself. I feel it would be a red flag if the other person wants it in a person. Like, I feel like the person who wrote this article is more of a red flag than the actual person who doesn't have a relationship. Because in that article, they say, I've molded this person into being my partner, not just being a general partner. And I'm like, that's terrifying, because I don't know what that means.
Mold. It's the word mold.
The only time I would say it's a red flag is if you have a series of dead exes, you know, and then who have only died under suspicious circumstances, then maybe we can have a conversation. Like, why are none of your exes alive? And how come all of their deaths were in the news? You know, like, why?
That took a turn. I did not see you going that. You know, first of all, I'll say this much. There's too much judgment in dating. There's way too much judgment about, like, what you've done, what you haven't done, how many partners you've had. That being said, I'm being judgmental. I think it depends on a lot of things. How old is this person? Is this a guy who's 24? Because a 24-year-old guy who's never had a girlfriend, not a red flag to me. 54-year-old man who's never had a girlfriend, a little bit of a red flag to me. A person, and I don't know the reason why you didn't have a girlfriend. Were you in prison for a very long time, so you didn't have a girlfriend? Or were you a Catholic priest and you've just left the priesthood, and that's why you didn't have a girlfriend?
That's interesting.
I need to have more information, and also I need to know, how many sexual partners have you had? Have you had a lot of sexual partners and no solid relationships?
Okay,
because it all changes. I think you need to ask more questions. It's not just a general, like, you haven't had a girlfriend? Weird. It's like, you know, people have different life experiences, but I need to know all that information.
But what's more of a red flag? 4 divorces or no experiences?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Like,
you know what?
I would say 4 divorces.
Would you rather date the woman who's had no boyfriends and 4, or the one that's had 4 divorces?
I would date the one with no relationship.
Really?
First.
I think so too.
Because,
I'm with you.
Yeah,
I love it.
I'm the only one. I'll take the divorce person. I'll take the divorce, because I want to thank every last one of his ex-wives for all the hard work she put into making him the man that I need today.
Yeah, but you're just signing up to be the 5th divorce.
I'm okay with that. I know what I'm getting into. I'm going to send each one of them a muffin basket and say, thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you so much.
I know. Oh, yeah, what are you going to say?
I'm just glad you said that it's okay if no one has, if they're younger.
We shouldn't criticize a person for having a life and having experiences. Maybe this person is a hopeful romantic, and maybe the first 2 marriages, you got it wrong because you were a little bit young and you didn't learn your mistake. And then the other one, you don't know. I always feel like we need to give people a little bit more room for growth and for making mistakes. We're all very human. So that's why I love your nuance. With being the 5th wife.
I'm Simon's first girlfriend. He was 21. And I honestly don't think it's a red flag, because I truly think if you're just a reasonable human being and you had a reasonable upbringing, you don't need that. You're bringing that to a relationship. You don't need to be taught how to be a reasonable person.
Also that you're more for me, Jason didn't have a ton of girlfriends either. And for me, it was like, oh, he's very discerning. He knows himself really well. And he was waiting to see the right person. So I felt quite honored.
See? Do you see how we turn it around? And here, I have no problem being Simon's second girlfriend. I have zero problem with that. Okay.
Hey, you, come a bit closer. We've got so many more must-see interviews, spicy debates, lifestyle tips, and pop culture moments. So subscribe to our channel by tapping the logo below and don't miss out.